we have the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Matthew, Mark, and Luke are called the Synoptic Gospels. Synoptic means similar vision or same perspective because they tell the same story at different levels of detail and with different perspectives, coming at it from slightly different angles depending on who they're writing to. Because this is something that we've also talked about before. The scriptures are written for everyone, but they are written for everyone through an initial readership. If we understand that initial readership better, we have a better sense of why we find what we find in those particular Gospels. So Matthew, Mark, and Luke are the synoptics. They give a similar perspective. Then we get the Gospel of John, which is very different. Another interesting thing about the four Gospels is that in the earliest known listings of first century writings that were identified as scripture, because the 27 books of the New Testament that we identify as scripture today, the very first time that list appears is in the 4th century. St Athanasius the Great lists those 27 books in one of his Easter greetings. The first time we get those 27 books is all the way into the 4th century. And before that, there are different listings of what first century books should be accepted or given the authority of Scripture. But all those listings mention the Gospels, and they all mention Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So these are always together and always these four. It's never 3 of, 2 of, or just one alone. It's never a different one. It's always these 4 evangelists together.